Hello everybody, this is Jessica from Pug Stitches Knits, and I'm here today to show you how to do Lori's Twisty Bind-off. So what this bind-off does is it just gives you a little bit of extra stretch in your bind-off, and you can also adjust it by how tightly you pull the yarn as you're binding off. We'll go through that. It's very easy. One key though is you need an extra needle, so I can either use a double point, or if these were interchangeables, I could just take this off and put an end on here and use this, but we do need an extra. You need to be able to spin the needle, so if it's attached here to my work, I can't spin it. You could use another double point, another circular needle. You just wouldn't want a super long one probably, but you would just use that separately as well. So any extra needle, or if you just have the two and it's interchangeable, you can just take off the tip so it's loose. So the key to remember to this too is you're only going to do the little twist when you're switching from a knit and purl. So if you had 3 or 4 knits in a row, you'd only do it on the first knit because you switched, and then all the rest would be a regular bind off. And the same thing with the purl. So here I have 2 and 2, so I'll just be doing it on the first of each switch stitch. I'm going to show you this in Continental and in regular throwing. So we'll start with throwing. So this will come off because it's just going to fall off. So I'm just going to knit my first stitch. Get that baby out of the way. And knit my second stitch too because I already knit one. And then pass over. And now I come to a purl. So I'm going to flip my needle the way I would go as if I were purling, which is also counterclockwise if I'm looking at it from above. So I'm just going to spin it around, and that just creates a little twist down here that makes it a little looser. And I'm going to purl. And pass over. Oops. And then the next one's a purl, so I just do it regular because I've already done one twisted purl. The next one's a knit. So I'm going to spin it like I was knitting, which is clockwise. So I'm just going to spin it around. Yarn comes to the back. Knit, slip. Next one's a knit, so I just do it regular because it's the same. Knit, slip. The next one's a purl, so I'm going to go as if I were going into purl, which is also counterclockwise. Just spin her around. Conveniently, my yarn is in the front. Purl. Pass over. Next one's a purl, so I just do it regularly. Purl. Pass over. Next one's a knit, so I'm just going to spin it clockwise. Knit it. Pass over. Knit it, pass over, and see those little twists are a little bit longer. So now I come to a purl, so I'm just going to spin it purl-wise. Yarn comes in front automatically. Purl, pass over, another purl. Just do that second one regularly. Pass over. Knit. We'll do one more set and then we'll switch. Flip. Knit. Regular. Come to the purl. I'm just going to spin her around. Purl. So, all right, so 3 things to remember. You just do it when you're switching between 2 types of knitting and purling. If it was the same stitch, as the one you just did, you just do it regularly. When you're knitting, you're going to spin it once around clockwise. And when you're purling, you're going to spin it once around counterclockwise. Boop. All right, so let's try some Continental here so you can see how it looks and see how nice and stretchy that is. Boop, boop. All right. But if you look here too, it's stretchy, but it's not flary. So, you know, sometimes like the Russian bind off and other things flare. So this is great because it doesn't really flare, but it does give you that stretch. And how tight you pull your yarn each time will also affect a little bit how loose or tight it is. So you want to just do like a medium snugging, not like pull it really tight or keep it super loose. All right, so we're at a knit. So I need to go clockwise around. And then I'll knit, pass over, and another knit, so I just do it regularly, pass over. So I'm at a purl, so I gotta go counterclockwise around. I'm just gonna purl, pass over. The next one's also a purl, pass over. Just my tension there a little bit. Next one's a knit, so we're gonna go clockwise, knit, pass over, and just a regular knit, pass over, come to a purl, so we're gonna go counterclockwise, purl, a little bigger, pass over, and then just a regular purl, pass over. And we come to a knit, so we're gonna go clockwise, knit, pass over, and it's our regular knit, pass over, come into a purl, so we're just gonna go counterclockwise, bring the yarn to the front, purl, pass over. Oops, sorry. Next one's a purl, so we just keep going regular. It's getting overzealous. Someone's gonna do a spin there, but just when we switch between knitting and purling, we do the spins. Alrighty, so there you go, and see how that gives you that nice like stretchy bind off without flare. So that's Lori's Twisty Bind-off. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day, and follow me on Ravelry and Instagram, Pug Stitches Knits. Take care. Bye-bye.